Hey everybody, it's Seth, and welcome to another Goodwill Clearance Center pickup video. It was a busy day today. I wound up getting there later than usual, but wound up with a few good finds. So let's go ahead and just get started. These are 3 hard drives that I pulled from laptops. Usually Goodwill won't let you get away with buying a laptop, but nothing really stops you from going to the back of the store and taking out a screwdriver and just popping the hard drives out, at least at the clearance center. So they've all tested good. This one was particularly interesting. It has about 45 gigabytes worth of Disney shorts and films and such. This one was just kind of meh. It's a 500 gig hard drive, but there wasn't really anything very interesting on there. This one was more concerning. It's another 120 gig hard drive like this one, but this one had the previous user's information on it with a lot of information that you wouldn't want in the wrong hands. So PSA time, wipe your drives before you donate them or throw them or toss them out to the wild for whatever. This one also had some of the user's information on it, but not very much. It was only about 60 gigs out of 500 actually used. This one, however, was full with family pictures, tax documents, and so on and so forth, and you just really don't want that information floating around out there. So this will be completely reformatted. This, I'm going to salvage those videos off, and this has already been completely reformatted, so wiped clean. Going down here, a few more of the Nerf darts for my grandson. Pokemon keychain, I love those. This I got into watching Wednesday on Netflix, so I came across just the window from their dorm room, and I don't know, it felt interesting to grab. I love the fact that it's half colored, half not for Wednesday, and I can't remember her name now. Wednesday and her roommate. Over here, a few RAM sticks. These were pulled from the same laptops. It was interesting, actually. One of those laptops was, you could tell it was a very nice one for its day. It only had 2 gigs of RAM in it, these 2 sticks, and then the other one that I saw had this one. It was a 4 gig stick, but that one actually had these 2 hard drives in it, and Harman Kardon sound system, and so on and so forth. You could tell it was probably a pretty costly laptop for its day. Going down here, just a little extra wiggle fidget toy for school. Same thing here, another skateboard for those boys that like it. This one has Yoda on there. For a second I thought it was Baby Yoda, but no, that's regular Yoda, Clone Wars era, I think. And this one is just another car for them for the lunchroom, which they seem to really love the police cars. So when I found another one, I just went ahead and grabbed it. Down over here, this I just found interesting. It's a magnifying glass with tweezers attached, and they'll pop open just like that. Over here, a whole bunch of adapters for different style laptop plugs. I grab these whenever I can because I have some universal adapters, and it's always good to have extra tips on hand for whatever the laptop calls for that I'm trying to work with. Down here, this one needs some cleanup, needs some sprucing up, but this was, okay, camera does not want to focus, but I think it's 1973 or 1978, I'm not entirely sure. Mattel Electronics basketball. And like I said, it needs some cleanup, of course, but I put a fresh 9-volt battery in it, and it is working. The refresh rate causes it to look like it's pulsing, but that's not happening in real life. And I need to figure out how to actually play this, but... Oh, I did not do that earlier. I think I actually got a basket that time. That may be one for the Games Basket series. Boy, that switch is stuck. I sew as a hobby, so I tend to grab new packaged needles whenever I see them. This one only had 2 left, but for the cost, whatever. I found a voice-changing toy bullhorn at the clearance center a while ago, and the kids really love it, but it did not have its horn on there. I happened to find the horn today, along with the proper lanyard for it, so I was glad to grab those. Did not see the rest of the horn there today, though. It was kind of odd. Down here, got an onyx bracelet that was made in India. Just seemed like an interesting one to grab. I'm probably going to pass that along to my wife. Also for my wife, I actually picked up a bunch of rolls of yarn, because she loves crocheting and working with those, so there'll be a picture of that on there. This one is just a Nikon lens that appears to be in pretty good condition. I'm probably going to do some research and flip that online just to make back the cost of the day. Zeus E2 gaming mouse by iBuyPower, nothing too special, but again, it was new in box, so probably going to flip that along the way too, just to make up for the day. Just a dice that I thought was pretty cool. I love it when they have the speckled colors in there. This one, I found this is actually a DOS game, I found out, as it mentions exiting to DOS from Windows 95. So that pretty well dates it. But I loved the cover art, and I'm looking forward to playing with this with DOSBox emulator. This over here, I am so bad. I've got such an addiction. I find an interesting looking bag, and I just want to grab it. But this one's a, what was the brand? I forget. Niue. I don't know. But it's evidently brand new because the plastic's still on the handle. The the shoulder strap and everything is still in there. Yep, the shoulder strap is in there, completely untouched. So, brand new bag for the condition. It's canvas with leather straps with magnetic closures. So, I was excited about it. Did find this. This is actually a art instruction guide for drawing nudes. So, not going to show the cover. I don't need that going off, but just trying to flip through to give you an idea without getting too explicitly graphic. This is an ad in the back for another art book for drawing anatomy, and another one for drawing heads from life. This is just an interesting find for me. This one over here, I pulled this from a computer chassis. It's a iOmega zip drive, which I already have one of these that I can connect through an external hard drive hookup. I'm interested to see if it works. I may actually wind up flipping that along too, since I already have one. This, I've been low-key looking for a VCR for a bit, and I found this one. It's a dual unit. I know the DVD player opens up. I have not tested the tape yet, but I actually have a VHS tape that I'm interested in preserving. So hopefully this will work. I had picked up a VCR a while ago, and it played the tape fine, and then when I went to archive it, it decided, no, I'm done, and just gave up the ghost and died on me. So we'll see if this one works. Needs a bit of a cleanup. And lastly, this one, if you know, you know. If you don't know, I'll explain it. This is an Elmo document camera. There's a camera in here, a light, and I've tested this out, and it works beautifully. Being a teacher, I kind of wish I'd had this one about 6 years ago when we were doing online education, but such is life. The ironic part of it is that it had a tag on the bottom that indicated that it did actually belong to the school district that I worked for at one point. It's not the first time I've managed to pick up equipment that was owned by the school district I worked for before, but it's always kind of funny to me when it happens. And I almost completely forgot to include this, but I had this sitting out there charging. This is a arc plasma lighter. I've never seen one of these before, and I just thought it was really cool. Charges by USB. And let's see. There we go. And on the bottom, we have a flashlight. Oh, I didn't realize it had a strobe effect. Okay, so there's regular light. Oh, there's dimmer light. And there's the strobing effect. And interesting that that lower light is having that strobing effect on camera. I'm sure that's just to do with the refresh rates. Anyway, those were the haul for today, and it was heavier than I usually do. So it was 8.5 pounds for a total of $17.77. They did the VCR and the document camera together for $4.99. So that put me at a total of $22.76 for everything today, which is more than I typically spend. If you've been following the series, you know. But I think I did pretty well with the haul that I got. I'll be able to make it back easily just by flipping a couple of things, and the rest basically keeping for free. So, if you have any of your own Goodwill thrift store, Goodwill Clearance Center, any of those hauls or adventures, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Thanks for joining us. Please feel free to leave a like and a subscribe for the video and the channel. It really helps us to grow, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!